What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. I hope everybody's having a great day. I know, guys, you've been waiting for a moon video. Here we go. Now, it's been a while since I made one, and this one's pretty good. You're going to like this. Won't be very long, but interesting to say the least. All right, let's get into this. This is going to be Apollo 16. And, guys, we know that they like to sanitize these photos. We know that they like to manipulate and obfuscate, right? Let's have a look at this one and see what we can find in it. This is the photo we're going to look at here. And you can see it up here. It is AS16-117-18823HR, and of course it's a JPEG, right? So when I look at this photo, I go, I see rocks, and I see hills way in the background. And you'd be none the wiser. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and zoom into this, onto the page itself. So this is the raw photo. What I want you guys to do is take notice, this little piece in the background right there. But that's not the main thing. I see this line going from left to right. You can see it here in the middle. I'm going to put it right in the middle of the screen, right here, going like this. Watch how it goes around this right here. This is supposed to be one of their markers here, but look at the way the line goes like this, goes up and around this marker. Goes like this. You can see it has this nice little curve to it right here, and it goes on and on. And I'm saying, okay, wait a minute. This looks like a flat ground, so why are we seeing this weird kind of funky line? Is it possible just a change in the lunar surface, you know, dust and stuff like that? But why the sharp edge? Okay, let's get into that because I think you're going to find this interesting. And what's in the back here, look at this, guys. I can look at this right in the back, and I see these lighter areas compared to darker areas, so on and so forth. Let's have a closer look at this. Let's go to Photoshop and see what we got here. Okay, this is how big the photo was, and you can see this is only at 16.67%. Let's blow it up a little bit. All right. I can zoom into this. And like I said, this thing is kind of intriguing. I'm not sure what to make of this thing. This right here. Not sure what to make of that. And it may be just some kind of funky looking moon rock, although I don't think that it is. But anyway, we'll back out. And again, we got this line here. Doing this. Oops, kind of skipped over it, but that's fine. Goes like this. Goes like this, and then you see the line much better, much more pronounced, because I'm going to bring all of this out in the background. Okay. All right, so we're just going to hit it just a little bit here. Let's see what we got. And right off the bat, we got this weird color. We got blue here, which I find interesting. We got this lighter blue in the center, and of course, we've got this kind of bluish scattered thing. See this right here? Let me zoom in. See how it's like you can see like sections of purple and then the lighter blues? This to me is manipulation, okay? Also take note of these weird shapes in here, and you're going to see this much better. You can see this like right here. I tried to bring out every line I could find in this photo, right? Now, when I looked at this, I was like, okay, I'm starting to see things in the background here, right? These things here. There's something right there. I'm not sure if you guys can see that very well. But check this out. Kind of odd looking. It has this line, straight line in it right there. It may be nothing, right? Could be just about anything. And again, we've got this other line. I want you to pay attention to this too. Right here, there's a corner right here. You can see it looks like something's doing this. And I thought that's where it stopped. This meaningless lines mean squat to me. Wait a minute. Hold on. There's a line going just like this. See, it's a real fine line. I'm going to follow it up. Right to here. Also take note of this. Again, bring out every line we can in this photo. We can see something going down like this, going like this. Something also going like this. But it looks like there's some circle pot right there. You'll see this in a second. Let me go ahead and get off that. See that? These lines right here. Okay. The more I brought these lines up, the more I was like, whoa, this is cool. Lines right here. You guys starting to see a pattern here? And then I started looking more and more. Started to enhance this more. You can start to see this area right here. I don't know if you guys can see this too well, but I can see what looks like a darker, almost like real tall, triangular kind of shape thing, right? Like right here. It just seems to be a darker area. Never thought much about it. It could be nothing. It could be just photo manipulation, whatever, right? All right, so let's get into this a little bit more. In the background here, you can see it when I hit it. I'm just trying to bring out any kind of details we can find. Suddenly now you can see these pieces. It's like, whoa, wait a minute, what's going on here? Again, we've got these two lines, but it actually goes up and back. Then we get this other piece doing this, like that, going up and around and coming down. All right, wait a minute. This is not as flat as it looked here a minute ago, looking like this. Why does it seem like this is like multi-level now? We're starting to see these weird pieces in here. Again, we can see these lines here. What is going on here, right? And I can see this piece doing this. And again, doing this. But we can see these edges pretty darn clear. You can see that line right there, guys. I don't have to do anything. Look. Right there, going in the back. All right. Now, my first thought was this. Is it possible, like, let's say I was manipulating this, right? And I decided to go, oh, okay, let's just take out a square of this. Let's just cover this area. So I'm going to use this square, and I'm going to take some kind of, like, texture from the bottom here and just clone it and put it up here. Is that possible? They squared off this part so they can actually take it out. I don't think that's the case. I think there's much more to this. I think we're seeing sections of maybe some kind of platform, and you're going to see what I mean in a second. Check this out. This whole area right here, get into that a little bit more. Now, the background. Suddenly we can see what looks like these weird objects, again, right here, going like this, going to a point. Now, this may be nothing more than a manipulation, and it's a very good possibility. What I saw, though, over here was thinking, okay, why does this look like some kind of weird tube like this here? Right? There's another one that looks like this right here. I'm just going to put an outline on both sides of it right there. Right? And then you get these other odd-looking objects with these weird lines in it. See this way it's going like this? Something's right here. You can just barely see it, but there's something right there. Not sure what to make of that. But again, we had this weird pointed objects, right? I think this thing's laying on the surface, and what they did was, again, let's suppose, I'm just going to throw anything, right? Pure speculation. Let's suppose this is a spacecraft. Okay, just for example. Now, if this is a spacecraft, and this was, I don't know, I'm going to say this is another structural or another spacecraft or something right here. All I need to do is go like this. Put a line over this. Throw a texture over all kinds of parts of this, and then, okay, let's white it out. And you will be none the wiser. You'd think this is nothing more than this wispy hill kind of thing going on and nothing more. But once you start to bring out the dark spots in between these items pop. And that's the whole key. Let's fully enhance this. Now check this out. Let's slide over to the other side. And I'm starting to see what look like other squares, pieces laying here. Okay? I'm going to show you something really interesting I thought was pretty cool about the whole area. Now, again, I can see what looks like there's another faint line just starting here, but then it comes down, and it has this straight line. How is this possible? There should be nothing but rocks and dust on the moon, and nothing more. I don't know if this is just one piece or whatever it is, but again, pay attention to this part right here. It's going to be hard to see at first, but check this out. It's right there. See it? See, guys? It's right there. So the lines are in the photo. This is coming down like this. It appears to be doing this. Almost like this piece here, going like this, and you just barely see like a piece of it there. We've got, I can see the lines to this pretty darn good. This one's kind of faint, really can't see that too well. But got like this, going down. Okay. Let's black and white this and see what we got. Okay, so now anything that was lighter, I brought it out. I'm not sure what to make of this stuff, guys, but I think it's not a hill at all. I think there's objects that are being manipulated and censored out of this photo, and this is what we're seeing. Now, when we take a look at this whole thing, check this out. It looks to me like some kind of weird platform right here. Look at the overall right there. Now, do you guys see anything else that's interesting? Now, before I show you the end result where I draw some arrows in a line, I want you guys to see this. Notice how when we first looked at this, it looked like, just some little divots in the gravel, and it didn't look like much of anything. And like right here might be a little dip right here, but it's kind of a flat ground. You got rocks and nothing more to see there, right? Okay, and it looks like that's it. You would expect to see. Now, all of a sudden, wait a minute. This is where it gets really weird. Have you noticed that this whole area right here is completely flat? Even full enhancement, this whole area looks completely flat. Now, the lines ain't 100% flat because I just went freehand, right? But check that out. What are the chances that even after I enhance this thing, you think this thing would not be straight at all? But clearly, you can't even see these, I'm going to call them blocks. It almost looks like the sides of a platform. Now, it looks like right here on the ground, it looks flat. And then it goes up like this and straight up, or at least at an angle, up on a platformed area. That's what it looks like to me. And what are the chances of me, after I enhance this with all of these squares, it looks like, again, a side of a sloping flat ground. In other words, let's say this was a place where a spaceship would land, right? It's right here. Okay? Of course, that's not the ugliest spaceship I've ever seen, but you guys get the idea. Let's say it was sitting there. It's almost like this ground here could be on level, it doesn't matter, but all of a sudden this goes up, slopes up, and there's a flat surface up here. Like there's things that were constructed, and these objects in the back are what's on this platform. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that's what this is, but kind of weird how I was able to bring out all of these. It looks like sides of slanted a platform, and yet it comes out pretty darn flat. What are the chances of that? And again, I'm seeing different items here. I don't even know what to make of these. I can't even speculate as to what these things could be. Right here, I have no clue. Kind of looks like a bullet train. No, I'm kidding. But it kind of has that shape to it, right? Weird looking objects just sitting there. There you go, guys. What are we seeing here? And again, these lines are there. I showed you that these lines are actually there. And just by bringing and popping lines out, sometimes you can bring out the shapes of these said objects. I don't know. It's pretty wild, but you can bet that no doubt, and I've said this a million times, these in the back are not mountains. This is the reason why they look so cartoonish. They're actually hiding objects that are sitting there. They're just putting templates over this or drawing over it. And that these are objects that they're actually there studying and not mountains. And clearly these things look like they're on this platform or this part of this flat ground, and it looks like it's been manufactured to set something on top of it or whatever. You guys be the judge. All right, guys, what are we seeing here? It looks like a platform, like I said. It looks like, if you could look at it from a side view, it looks like it's got a slant to it. And like I said, after enhancing all of these squares, these sections of whatever this wall is, or a side of a platform, it still comes out completely straight. It doesn't make sense. So this thing's either part of a structured object, or is it just happen to be manipulation? It happens to be straight across, and it still turned out that way. I don't know. So yeah, what are we seeing here? Drop your thoughts and comments below. Let me know what you think. Please share the video. Always appreciate it. You guys know that. And don't forget to like the video. Always appreciate it. And if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and hit the little notification bell on the right-hand side of that so you will be notified of any videos coming out in the future. Anyway, guys, again, thanks for watching. Always appreciated. And I'll see you in the next one.